Simple and clean. Welcome to the stream. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing with blue purple Reiju in preparation for set 6. She is probably like one of the most I guess wanted decks that I want to play next set. She's very similar to red purple law, in which she's super tempo based, kind of cheats out characters when she needs to. Difference between the two, law and Reiju, being this deck has a ton of draw. This deck has a lot of draw power. Starting off with Kaya, we're running 4 Kaya for the filter, and she's also a 2K at the same time. So for this deck, the game plan is, which is something I should go over first. The game plan is to pull out the siblings, Iji, Niji, all of them, and cheat them out using their smaller versions to get the bigger versions for their plus. This deck is heavily worked around being at the same amount of Dawn or less. So similar to red purple law, except you're actually allowed to do your abilities when you have equal Dawn, which is one of the problems I have with red purple law. But for this deck, it doesn't really matter for that. So yeah, starting off, 4 Kayas helps us trash our older transformations, because we'll get into that later. We're running 1 Gion. She's also a 2K at the same time. During your turn, once your opponent activates an event, your opponent places 1 card from their hand at the bottom of their deck. This is a tech card against Yamato, yellow-green Yamato, the fortress version of it, because they have cards such as it's the Don Quixote 0-cost one. Whoever wins this is justice. There's that, and then there's also the card for Punk Gibson. I don't know why that left my head for so long, but yes, Punk Gibson. We are running 2 Charlotte Puddings. She's an insane card, by the way. On play, your opponent returns all their hand cards to their deck and shuffles their deck. Insane wording. Then your opponent draws 5 cards. So basically, if you're fighting against a deck that has a very big hand size, for example, let's say Whitebeard or Sakazuki, then she reshuffles their entire hand back into the deck, and then they redraw 5. Hand disruption is very strong in this meta. Gecko Moria can do it too, but more consistently, I guess. And by that, I mean he can do it more often and when they want to, whereas I have to hard draw into the Charlotte Pudding to do it. We're running Miss Doublefinger. She's a 2K. She also has the ability to on play to trash to ramp a Dawn, just in case we need to get into our big judge turn. And we'll get into that. Starting off with one of the first siblings, Ichiji. Active. So most of them have the same ability as their smaller versions. So Ichiji, active main, Dawn -1, trash this character to grab a German 66. Oh, if your leader has German 66 type, you may play up to once, cost 7 EGG from your hand or trash. Why this is so good is because using Kaya and the stage, we get to trash their transformations, so that every time we do go for a transformation, we're not minusing ourselves 1 card from our trash zone. What his 7-cost version does is, on play, if you have equal to or less Dawn on your field and your opponent, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for this turn, and this character gains Rush. So, turn 2, you slam this guy on the board, and you have a 7k beater that also helps you trade into another card. Very, very strong card. You want to see this card mostly as your main tool of damaging and pressuring the opponent. We've got, I'll actually go through the siblings first. We've got Niji. He's a 3-cost. His transformation is, on play, if you have less Dawn, equal to or less Dawn on your field, and your opponent choose one of the following. You either K up to one of your opponent's 2 costs or less, or bounce a 4 cost or less to their hand. So this really helps against the black matchup, because you can bounce their Borsalinos back to their hand a lot, which is very strong, because the only way to get around Borsellino is if you trade into it, or is if you bounce it or bottom deck it. So, or I guess there's 3 ways to get rid of him, but you have one of the ways to get rid of it, which is really strong. Reiju. Yeah. Anyways, this is Reiju. 4 costs 5k, 1k counter. On play, if you have equal to or less Dawn in your field than your opponent, and if you have 5 or less cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. See, this is really strong because having the ability to draw 2 cards is insane. This is also used in Red Purple Law because it's a 4 cost with 5k that is cheatable. So we never run out of cards in our hands, and if we do, we probably got rushed down very, very hard. But in a normal circumstance, Reiju has 5 to 7 cards in hand on average, which is really strong. Going up to what their mom does, Sora, 2k counter. On play, you may discard a card from your hand. If you have equal to or less Dawn in your field than your opponent, add to your hand up to 1 character of 4,000 power or less that has Vinsmoke family from their trash. So maybe you just need to have one of the smaller versions so that you can go for game, so you can go into your EGG. Maybe you need a quick way to draw cards. Maybe you need to get rid of something on the board. She can allow you to do that, so you can trash a transformation, or you can trash one of the stage of the dead cards in your hand, which there aren't many dead cards in your hand besides EGG and the events and Judge, but we'll get into Judge later. And you can be able to grab one of these. I think it just adds it to your hand, right? Yeah, it adds it to your hand. And then you can play these guys and flex with whatever that is. The reason why I'm not using Yonji is because I feel like in this meta, although it's nice to have the blockers, there are too many easy ways of getting rid of blockers, which I dislike a lot, but that's the meta. And having more aggression and ways of just cycling through your cards is a lot stronger, which is why I'm using the 2 queens to help cycle. And then we get to Judge. On play, summon the Avengers. Dawn -1, trash 2 cards from your hand, play up to 4 German 6 type character cards with 4,000 power or less from your trash with different names. So basically call the entire roster of kids out. And then, which is really good, active main, once returned, Dawn -1, rest up to one of your opponent's Dawn cards. This, I feel like his second part of his ability is underrated and slept on because although there aren't that many decks that run event counters, if you do come across one that runs an event counter, it's huge. So like say if you're going against Red, rest of Dawn, they can't Rad Beam anymore. If you're going against Yamato, you put them super off of their counter events, so they can't do that anymore. It's an insane card. He's an AK base, and then you get the boys out and Reiju, and it's just so much. We're running a Giant Gavel because this also helps us not only trash our transformation cards, but also having a 4k counter event for 1 Dawn is really strong because as you can see, the only 2Ks in the deck are Sora, Kaya, Double Finger, and Gion. So 10 2Ks. But the problem with that is because there's so much aggression and I guess long game in set 6, there have been games where you start running out of steam, you start running out of cards to counter out, because then you'd have to be burning your actual, the Vinsmoke family cards. So like small EGG, small Niji, small Reiju, and you don't really want to do that unless you have Judge, but if you don't, then that sucks a lot. We're running 4 Germa 6, 6/6. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with Germa other than Germa 66 and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck. It's your normal searcher, except for as a trigger, it has just trigger draw a card, which makes sense because I feel like if it had trigger like activate main, then this deck would be kind of insane, because then you can always find your pieces that you need like immediately. And then last but not least, we have Jesus Christ description on that card. Germa Kingdom. Active main, discard a card, rest the stage, look at the top 3 and add a Germa type card to your hand. This is really strong because this is literally one of the best engines in the deck to help get what you need into your trash zone. So say you're looking for the normal EGG, right? You search the top 3, you trash this, right? Search the top 3, you find your EGG, you play EGG, and now you can just get him out of your trash for free, basically. Because when you're transforming, it's hand or trash. which is the insane part to me. So the fact that you can get them out of trash is really strong. It's also a really strong filter. Get rid of cards that you don't need at the moment, and just seeing Sakazuki being able to filter out cards, pretty strong. Who would have thought? Except we have to use a stage for it, but we're half blue, so we have a little bit of blues degeneracy in it. But yes, that is the deck list and overview of how Reiju works. Let's get into some games. Yamato, 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 Yamatos. Alright, we're going to keep this because we have the stage and we have some transformations in hand. We're going to play the stage, use its ability to trash ETG, the transformation one. Since we already have this combo, we're going to grab Niji. So the game plan you kind of want to do with this deck is that you want to have all the forms and versions in your hand, so that when it comes time to play them, you can do them like instantly. We're grabbing Smoke. We're going to Germa 66. Awesome. And then we find Niji. So now we have that missing piece. I don't really need I guess what I can do here is play Reiju, neg, summon the older one. Yeah, we'll do that. And we're gonna swing first though. We're gonna swing 5k first. Because I don't want to go down to 2 life against this deck so soon, because this deck is very aggressive and it'll turn on a lot of their abilities. So we'll do that. Draw. So now we've got some 2Ks to spare, and we found Judge. So now we got some 2Ks just in case they try to go balls to the walls on us. As they are. Boom, boom, and back. Alright, gonna use ability. Trash that, see what we can find. Oh wow, look at that. I think I want right now Ichiji. Swing 5. Swing 5 again. And then we're gonna call out the small Ichiji to bring out the big Ichiji. Use ability. Boom. Choose on target, swing 7k. And then next turn, we might be able to get some putting value because their hand's getting pretty big, unless this comes out alive. But, okay, they have to ditch a card for that. Because a lot of the yellow mono cards are cards that only come out of life for free if you have 3 lives or less. 3 life or less. So, yeah, that's fine. Think they're gonna play Nami, put 4 down and lead, swing. Oh my god, I called it. Sucks though that that's hitting, but it is what it is. What got trashed? Sora and the Gavel. Okay. It is what it is, boys. Do that. We're gonna grab... We'll grab Reiju, actually. And then we're gonna play Ichiji here. Use ability. Grab you. Give that -2. And just swing 5 at it. Swing 7. They get a trigger. Swing 8. Yeah, Nami sucks to to have procced against you. If they play it. If it's the on play, it sucks a lot, but yellow is still strong and running. They will not lose power level at all. I can actually go for a pretty stylish lethal too, if their hand size is still big enough for me to warrant using a pudding. Oh, they conceded. Well, I mean, they could have played that. Use the ability to build out the killer. Let's see if they want to rematch. Nope. Oh, okay, whatever. Well, anyways, they could have turtled up a little bit, so that was a little weird why they didn't want to continue playing, but that's fine. Interesting turn of events. He's going first. I'm gonna mulligan this. You kind of want to see your Germa Kingdom like immediately, so you can get shit going. I'm going to ditch. Probably putting. Although I do want to keep her. You can grab Judge right now. Swing 8, Oonga Boonga. You know how it is. I could draw a card, but thankfully I saw a better option. I'm gonna grab Sora here. I don't think I need. Ooh, perfect. Swing 8. Swing 8 at him back. I like that. I like them apples, brother. He guarded all that. Interesting. Interesting. I don't think... Yeah, he will go 7/7. We'll take the first one, and then we'll block this one right now. We'll ditch the Kaya and the Sora. He's using... He's using, what's it called? That's interesting. He's using Noah's Ark in his deck. In which I do have a, what's it called for you guys? A Horde game coming up, so look out for that one. Horde's really fun to play. That's all I'm gonna say. Horde's really fun to play. He may not be super good, but he is insanely fun. Okay, swing 7 again. We want to start pressuring him for lethal. I had to stall out our Judge turn a little bit, but I think that's fine, to be honest. Like, actually fine, because this guy is just base racing us. Dude, Hardy's actually so fun. I feel like I'm gonna build him just to have as a deck, because that deck is so... It's so unapologetically aggressive that you would think it's not an aggressive deck. I can only block this once anyway. We'll keep that in hand for some guard, which is super helpful actually. This card might win us the game. Lo and behold. Drop Niji. Drop ETG there. Honestly, I'll probably just grab another one of him because we are getting to a point where we gotta kill this guy like now. he's getting very hard to kill progressively, so we will see. Oh, was it a Punk Gibson trigger? That's a little annoying if it is. If it's not, then we're good. If so, sucks. Nope. Like it. Alright, and then this following turn, we will go for Reiju into Reiju. Draw some cards. We're just going to swing 5, so we're going to have that extra Dawn floating for Giant Gavel. We're going to need it, like, badly. Boop, boop. Draw some more cards. I've got quite the bricks in my hand, but it's a trashable card that I can use, so not too bad. If anything, actually, I'll probably trash the Judge off of this, because this can still find us 2Ks if we really need to, but, like, at this point in the game, I think it's a bit too late for that. we gotta start going for his life. So after he does his double swing BS, then we'll see what we can do. Unfortunately, I have to hope this is a counter. It is a counter, thank God. This card is kind of funny. Press up to one of your opponent's characters. Oh, okay, pretty good. Alright, so boom, boom. Do action without trashing. And then boom, boom, boom. You might be able to finish this guy off in a stylish way. We'll see. It depends. We need to rip cards out of his hand. Of course, he gets a Punk Gibson trigger. He's just better. Swing 7. See how they guard this one. And then if they... Okay. We'll swing 5. Well, I have to make sure I have one in my trash. Okay, we do. Use ability, trash that. Okay, that's whatever. We'll swing 5. And then I'm gonna showcase how good Sora is right now, because we are going to... Ooh, a 2K, that's really good. Use ability. Oh, we'll trash you. We'll grab you back. Call you, use your ability. Grab you, choose no targets, swing 7, and hope he doesn't have more 2Ks. GG. Ooh, what a close game. That had me sweating a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that was a really good game, showcasing off Sora's ability to, as I said before, replenish your ability to gain another rusher attacker, or just a toolbox your trash to get anything you need. Sora clutch. Sora clutch. Love to see it. Alright, we got ourselves another Yamato. Alrighty then. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna be taking first as per usual. This is actually a pretty nice hand, I'm not gonna lie. Or should we take second against this deck? I think we should take second against this deck because they have pretty strong curve actually. When it comes to this thing. Fury. Ooh, grabbed a 2K. Okay. Ooh. Found it. Grab that. I'm gonna swing 5K at Momo. Don't want them getting infinite value off of it. Use Reiju's ability. Draw a billion cards. Then next turn, what I'll do is I'll use my stage, trash this EGG. Oh, I'm still jaded by that last game. Holy crap, this dude got a Punk Gibson trigger on one of my EGGs, but we still got it in the end. We'll take, because I don't want to dump my entire hand to do it. Trash this always. Ooh. Alright, we can KO that so they can't get value off of it, but I think just swinging like this is fine. What is your trigger? Inarashi. Keep one of your opponent's characters with cost equal to the number of opponent's current life card. That's not that bad. That's whatever. That's kind of whatever. I'm not afraid of that actually. We'll use this though. Just to pop that. And then swing 5K. We're gonna use German 66 to see if we can get a 2K or something here. Okay, they're high rolling. Awesome. I think that's the only target here. So they are high rolling. Awesome. It's fine though. Maybe I should have bounced that, but it's okay. I still have an EGG here for 4, 9. I actually don't mind guarding all this though, for sure. That doesn't. Okay, guard for that. I don't mind that hitting me, but he might just swing it at. What? Oh, right, I forgot about that. I don't want that happening. That doesn't really do anything to me or scares me, because he's just... Yeah, it's opponent's current life, so I'm at 2, so he can't KO anything. He still banished a card? Why is that? Maybe a misplay. Maybe he needs to read the card a little bit more closely. Just saying. Alright. We're going to do this first. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I should have tossed this because she's actually a counter too, so I should have did that first. That is my mistake. So swing with that with lead. Should, probably gonna die because that's a lot. I think I'm gonna Germa Kingdom again and then toss the Judge here. I don't think we're gonna live long enough to play Judge. I'm gonna be real. Real with your chief. I don't think we're gonna be able to play that. Interesting choice. Do you have 2K? No. Swing 5 with their lead. They probably just gonna take it. Sack again. Every piece of life they've done has been nothing but triggers. Grab another Ichiji. I probably should have grabbed Niji, actually. I should have grabbed Niji. Should have grabbed Niji. Niji's a lot better here. Wouldn't you want to play something first? So you can get 2 free? Or... I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Is that me? I'll guard with a Reiju, because I have so many. I can find more tools if I play this Reiju as well. And Queen. And Queen's a blocker. See, this is why he's good. Alright, so I'm gonna... Bam, bam. Think what I'm going to do. Well, actually, first, I'm gonna swing with my Ichiji to see how they want to guard that. If they are going to guard it. And if they do, can they live? Ooh. I hate it here. Alright, whatever. Swing 7 with Reiju here. Hey, we got it. Let's go. Alright, alright. Not bad. Alright. So as you can see, the deck is extremely consistent. It's very strong. Can kind of just burst you down too. There's a lot of what I like about this is that it kind of gives me like, I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of decks feel like Law to me, but this one more so specifically feels like Red Purple Law if it had draw. Red Purple Law if it had draw. Bars. Anyways, just having the ability to like cheat out cards that you specifically need in situations where you need draw, where you need to KO or bounce, where you need to rush down or something. Summon the Avengers if you need to. It's really strong. Gum Giant Gavel is like a nice just defensive option that you have, and you also trash cards, so you can set up your trash too, which is also very helpful because there are a couple bricks. There are some bricks being Germa Kingdom, EGG, Judge, and Germa 66. But yeah, other than that, it helps simplify the reason why we only have 10 2Ks. I was able to show off Sora, which I'm very happy about because Sora is a very strong card that it took a lot of games and some getting used to actually like see the value in her. Because when I first started playing the deck, I was like, okay, it's just a 2K counter, sure, 2K, 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 searchable 2K. But the fact that you can grab one of the siblings out of your trash and then play them and go off is just insane. Like I won the game against the kid off of this, using this, because I went into EGG and then boom, 7K swing again, which is very huge. But yeah, I really love the deck. It's super fun. You guys should give it a try. It's very consistent. It may not be black, but she's purple, and purple's a good color too. And blue. Blue's a really strong color right now as well. She has the best of both worlds. She just, you know, actually lets you play the game. She doesn't do stalker bullshit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated for the support, and I'll see you in the next one.